Hello, Trinidad and Tobago, viewers from the wider Caribbean and the world. Welcome to the 2020 virtual graduation ceremony for the St. Augustine campus of the University of the West Indies. My name is Ainka Will, and it is my pleasure to be speaking to you from the lovely grounds at the Principal's Office, the UWI St. Augustine campus. The wonders of technology allow us to have a truly global experience, with some of our speakers zooming in from all over the Caribbean and your viewers looking on from all over the world. Today we honor the graduates of the Faculties of Engineering and Law. And I know that so many of you are eagerly awaiting the celebrations of your family, friends and loved ones. This year's ceremony is with a difference, a hybrid of sorts. You will see the St. Augustine campus in all its splendor. I trust that you'll be inspired by the words of University Chancellor Robert Bermudez, the honorary graduates, and the valedictorians, some of UWI St. Augustine's truly amazing students. There'll also be cultural presentations, including musical performances from many of the campus's talented artists. 2020 marks the 60th anniversary of the St. Augustine campus, and though it has been a challenging year, it is also a significant milestone for this institution. Think about it. The UWI St. Augustine has served the world by developing human capital for some 6 decades. That is quite the legacy. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Students, past and present, all faculty and staff, Caribbean society, and our international audience. This is the UWI St. Augustine 2020 graduation for the Faculties of Engineering and Law. Enjoy!
Congratulations to the 2020 graduating class of the University of the West Indies. Today is the day that you've been working towards, and perhaps you've been dreaming about even before you actually began your classes. I want you to know that today is equally important to us as university administrators. Graduation, you see, is cherished as one of the most anticipated, exciting, and meticulously planned events on our annual university calendar. While this particular edition has required a reimagining of many of the traditional and most enjoyed highlights, we proudly commend you for your resilience in transitioning, and you have done remarkably well throughout this pandemic. Today is your day. Your degree is being conferred. This is your graduation. Relish the moment in the comfort and safety of your homes with your loved ones as one of the many positives. And as you celebrate today, I hope you make memories and project your Pelican pride to the whole world. I take this opportunity to salute the network of support that has stood behind you throughout your sojourn at the UWI, knowing very well that they take as much pride and perhaps even more pride in this milestone as well. Just as over the past 7 decades where generations of UWI Pelicans took flight, so too you, as members of the class of 2020, will take flight. You are especially entrusted to demonstrate the continued intellectual development of the region as the first post-COVID-19 generation of alumni. The university community is so very proud of you and is rooting for your success. Enjoy today and enjoy the journey ahead. Let the celebration begin.
Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Mr. Robert Bermudez, Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal, Professor Brian Copeland, honorary graduates, university executives and other members of staff, graduates, distinguished guests. Welcome to the 2020 virtual presentation of graduates of the University of the West Indies. I am Sharon Christopher, Chair of the Council of the UWI, St. Augustine Campus. I have the honor of guiding you through these virtual proceedings. Today, we celebrate and congratulate our graduates across the region and the world. I now invite the Chancellor, Mr. Robert Bermudez, to address you.
Vice Chancellor, members of the university leadership and colleagues, graduating class of 2020, greetings. This graduation ceremony is different from what we usually expect. While I deeply regret that our traditional ceremony of your academic accomplishments is not possible, this is a special event in your lives, and we are hoping to treat it with the significance and importance it deserves. There's a certain joy that you experience being able to share, being recognized by your fellow graduates, by the university community, and your families. The virtual world does not allow this. It does not allow me to salute each one of you individually. I hope that this message will convey my pride in your stellar accomplishments during a year of many challenges. My warmest congratulations to each one of you in the graduating class of 2020. In saluting you, I also pay tribute to your families and loved ones who supported you through these strange times. Your success is also their success, and I ask you to acknowledge and celebrate their love, support, and care. During the year that you completed your studies, the university adapted its teaching and learning approaches to deal with the public health challenge. The transition to emergency remote teaching was achieved through collaboration. Our technical teams, academic staff, and administrative teams worked together, coordinated by the leadership of the campuses and the university. As a whole, they ensured that teaching and learning and all the processes that supported you could continue. I thank them for their commitment, and I believe that your achievement is a validation of their tremendous effort. Over this year, we have seen some powerful countries in the world brought to a standstill by a virus. Economies have been devastated, industries severely impacted, and communities set back. Many lives have been lost, and life as we know it has changed. The pandemic has exposed the inequalities in our societies and the weaknesses in our economic systems. But it has also highlighted the work of our heroes and heroines, whose dedication to service may never have been recognized without it. This year, too, we've seen a resurgence in the Black Lives Matter movement, a phenomena that has transcended borders, social and economic differences, and ethnic groups. I am proud that many of our students participated in activities organized across the region. I believe that this clearly signals that activism is alive among our student body, and I urge you to keep that solidarity in the forefront of your consciousness as you go forward with your lives. Across the Caribbean, 2020 was a year when we celebrated our democracy. There have been free and fair elections in Bermuda, Jamaica, Suriname, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Belize, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, and St. Kitts Nevis. We congratulate all of our brothers and sisters on this achievement. Our region stands as a proud beacon of democracy, and the University of the West Indies has played a pivotal role in its development. The responsibility now falls on your shoulders as the next graduating class to keep our democratic traditions strong and vibrant. Contributing countries and their governments are an integral part of this institution. They provide the funding and resources to maintain it, and some of you are beneficiaries of government scholarships. Your countries have demonstrated their confidence in you, and I encourage you to demonstrate your sense of responsibility through service to your country. You will be needed in the days and months ahead as the region builds its new reality. Our collective capacity to respond to global challenges begins with knowledge, creativity, and innovation. You are now part of that process going forward, and I urge you to become agents of change in your chosen fields and in your communities. Universities have a fundamental role to play in the creation and communication of knowledge. Universities are expected to advance informed and ethical action through the identification of challenges and opportunities for the societies in which they serve. There has been a call for universities globally to help shape the post-COVID world based on values that include democracy, human rights, social justice, inclusion, and equity. We have seen evidence of this in the response by our students, alumni, and faculty to the call for direct assistance to people in need through the provision of healthcare services, in research being conducted, and the remarkable transition to an online environment. I must commend the UWI COVID-19 Task Force for the sterling work that they have done and continue to do to help the region contain and respond to the pandemic. Notwithstanding these initial points of pride, there is still much to be done. I urge you to build on the civic spirit, the social solidarity, and the sharing of technical expertise that has already been demonstrated. Look towards the future, past COVID-19. Your graduating class is evidence that what has been achieved with care and collaboration, underpinned by the knowledge provided and encouraged by this academy. Extend this ethos into all that you do in the future. Be active and engaged citizens. Be engaged alumni. Contribute to the University of the West Indies in any way in which you are comfortable. Continue to pursue knowledge. Indulge your creativity and innovativeness. Build a better future for yourselves and for your communities. Your future is bright. Congratulations. We are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning. The purposes which are laid out in the preamble to the Royal Charter by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. We do this by granting a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates in their advancement.
Chancellor, I now ask the public orator, Professor Christine Carrington, to present Mr. Len Bugsy Sharp, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
Chancellor, Mr. Len Bugsy Sharp is a living legend, renowned for his extraordinary artistry as a steel pan musician, player, arranger, and composer. He has amazed audiences on every continent, and each carnival, aficionados from across the globe make the pilgrimage to his panyard to experience firsthand the miracle of his genius. The late Pat Bishop, a beloved mentor, wrote of one performance. With 2 pans and 2 sticks, he made all kinds of harmonic inventions and interventions, laying out a metallic music like a tapestry of sound, the like of which it seemed I had never heard before. Bugsy says the music comes like a river, flowing. My body, mind, and my soul is just like music. Len's river of music was first noticed when, as a toddler, he demonstrated the rare gift of perfect pitch, able to recreate almost anything he heard. The family home was immediately adjacent to Symphonette's steel band, so he was practically born in a panyard. His fascination with the band's activities was obvious even as an infant. His mother, Grace, claimed that his nickname came when she held him up to get a view of Symphonette's practicing. She felt an angel pass, and the angel said, "Bugsy." Much to the distress of his cousin Rupert Shadow Nathaniel, leader of the Symphonettes, baby Bugsy couldn't be kept away. Bugsy would crawl into the panyard and attempt to tune the pans, undoing all the work Rupert had done the day before. Left to him, Bugsy's career might have ended right there. Luckily, his father Randolph gave him his own little tins to tune and play, and Eamon Top recognized and encouraged his exceptional talent. Bugsy learned to play his first pan before he was 4 years old. By 10, he was an established member of Crossfire and Symphonettes and was arranging music. By his teens, he had mastered all the different pans. At 13, he joined Starlift, where, under the mentorship of the innovative arranger Ray Holman, his remarkable talents were nurtured. In 1972, Bugsy, with 5 other young players, left Starlift, and the band Phase 2 Pan Groove, his cherished extended family, was born. Inspired by Holman's daring in composing music specifically for the Panorama competition, Bugsy has arranged his own Panorama compositions for Phase 2 since 1974. In 1987, with This Feeling Nice, they became the first band to win with their own composition and the first unsponsored band to ever win first place. His Panorama contributions throughout the years include 79 Is Mine, Pan Rising, and the seminal I Music. In all, Bugsy has taken Phase 2 to 30 Panorama finals. They have won 7 times, placed second 13 times, and third 5 times. Phase 2 now enjoys sponsorship from the Hadco Group and the unwavering support of the Haddad family. Throughout his career, Sharp has arranged for at least 30 other steel bands across Trinidad and Tobago, resulting in over 20 victories in different Panorama categories. He also holds records for the highest points awarded and the widest winning margin of victory. Bugsy has worked for some of the world's greatest calypsonians, soca and jazz artists. His own arrangements and compositions extend beyond calypso to classical and jazz. Of note is In the Rainforest, which helped Skiffle Bunch win the first World Steel Band competition in 2000. Also, a tribute to the Mighty Sparrow, the very first recording using the Phi, an electronic steel band inspired by Bugsy's incredible mastery and developed by the UWI's Professor Brian Copeland. Bugsy has 2 Shakonia medals, has been recognized as a cultural icon, and holds the keys to the city of San Fernando. Chancellor, for steel pan composition, arrangement and performance, I present Mr. Len Bugsy Sharp and ask that by the authority vested in you, by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, you confer on him the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
By the authority vested in me by the Senate and Council of the University of the West Indies, I now confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa of the University of the West Indies.
I now invite Dr. Len Bugsy Sharp to deliver a performance.
Sir, the persons whose names will be called, having studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representatives of their faculties as Bachelor of Laws, or Bachelor of Science Engineering, or Bachelor of Science Petroleum Geoscience, Geomatics and Land Management Valuation, or certificates of this university. Sir, the Dean of Law, Professor Rosemary Bell Antoine.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society, and confirm first degrees, diplomas and certificates of this university.
With first-class honors, Kurisha Abedin, Tristan Alexander. With first-class honors, Shalini Ali, Ashrina Aman, Amrit Babulal, Kristen Bansraj, Justin Beru Singh, Akshay Budram, Hima Kasi, Sanya Cave, Alana Charles, Sophia Cooper. With first-class honors, Chelsea Cox, Michaela Darbesi, Christiane Duki, Chelsea Edwards, Melise Francis, Netfa Francis, Derek Guralal, Colleen Gopi, Crystal Gosine, Noella Gao, Shania Griffith, Nikita Guy, Carlos Hadaway, Sidonia Hamilton, Melissa Hanumansi. With first-class honors, Kiesel Hailing, Tennille Hills, Azer Holder, Atifa Ibrahim, Annalisa Jack, Michael Jagnanan, Devi Jaikaran, Giovanna John. With first-class honors, Kara John. With first-class honors, Sarah Julian, Imran Khan, Christian Kisto, D'Angelo Lala, Tizan Lizama, Azuri Liebird, Joshal Lutawan, Khalifa Loveless, Xavier McFarlane, Nicholas Maharaj, Demise Manwaring, Elise Marcel, Kareem Marcel, with first class honors, Valini Marchial, with first class honors, Emmeline Marcus Burnett, Angelina Medford, Amanda Mitchell, Danielle Mohammed, Selena Mohammed, Shannon Marie Mohammed, Davina Mohan, Candy Morgan, Sasha Ann Moses, Kristen Mulchan, Vishala Nakchadi, Lawrence Neal, Lois Nelson, with first class honors, Hannah Niamath, Gabrielle Nichols, Brittany Nurse, Destiny Pascal, Chantel Patrick, Fulad Kwamina Ifoma, Adana Rasha, Kalissa Ragunanan, Alicia Rahman, Jizan Ramjit, Aditya Ramkisu, with first class honors, Asha Ramla, Wesley Ramnarayan, Shivanan Ramuta, Keshli Ramsaran, Andrea Ramsumer, Aurelia Reed Degoville, Justin Wren, Alyssa Richardson, Ariel Richardson, Jerome Richardson, Hannah Roberts, with first class honors, Carissa Rudolfo, Sir, with first class honors, Suraj Sakal, Darian Sami, Kareshma Satram, Emilio Saunders, Kaveen Su, Jade Silva, Amanda Singh, Celine Singh, Shamila Sungun, Judy St. Cyr, Himlata Sumer, Kedin Sumesa Rai, Matthias Sylvester, Chelsea Tab Haynes, Ariel Thomas, Annabella Westfield, Chantel Wilson, Isaiah Woodley, Brandon Woods,
Sir, the Dean of Engineering, Professor Edwin Ekwu.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Engineering, or Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Geoscience, or Geomatics and Land Management Valuation, or have been awarded certificates of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called as graduate members of our society and confirm first degrees, diplomas, and certificates of this university.
Aliyah Ali, Mariam Ali, Rehana Ali, Shema Alain, Rikiel Amon Spencer, Vinesh Arjun, Aaron Atwell, Nasif Bajna, Akila Batiste, Carice Bartholomew, Chanel Behari. With first class honors, Rishad Bernard, Kiara Bagalu, Damon Boucher, Carla Bavel, Priya Brijlal Ram, Diana Marie Burkett, Zakia Calder, Jabari Carmichael, Renasha Kassar, Vasu Chedi Singh, Darren Chambers, Christina Changuru, Anthony Charles, Garion Charles, Nikolai Chinhong, Stephanie Chung, Abigail Clark, Jesse Clark, Stephen Clark, Kahiba Klein, Hans Coker, Amrita Colimo, Jared Cook, Crystal Cooper, Janelle Cunningham, Matthew Dasu. With first class honors, Shannon David, Sophia Davidson, Kyla Davis, Kaleem Deolat, Brandon Deonarain, Davin Deonath, Antonio Dieterville, Nevash Dautal, Bradley Dudnath, Vansa Dukaran, Paveen Duki, Sachin Dulachan, Shaquille Doglin, Dolores Dyer, Tajik Dyer, Asif Idu, with first class honors, Garcelle Edward, Stephen Edwards, Michaela Estwick, with first class honors, Shaquille Felician, Tristan Fleming, Maya Ford, Saran Franco, Kushawn Franklin, Darian Gajada, Shama Gamble, Renison Ganpat, Laura Garavito Martinez, Sarah Marie Garcia, Esther Gibson, with first class honors, Danielle Gladstone, Sinath Gooding, with first class honors, Celine Guljar, Ricard Gopal, Jonathan Gopi, Kiran Hagley, Chantal Hanley, Jordan Hansraj, Chelsea Harrison, Amanda Hendy, with first class honors, Renisha Hercules, Abigail Herrera, Ahmed Hussain, Shem Hospitalis, Shay Hudley, Dwayne Hermal, Atiba Eiffel, Megan Jaikisu, Adiel Jairam, Isaac James, Adrian Jawahir, Brandon Jodha, Celeste Joseph, Anthony Jumrati, Craig Carsten, Uhudan Khan, Gabrielle LaRose, Sandeep Lalji, Brittany Lewis, Jabari Lindsay, Nikai Longbudlal, Zara Loha, Michaela Luke, Ryan Lachman, Abi Mahabir, Megan Mahadev, Krishna Maharaj, with first class honors, Saira Maharaj, Viren Maharaj, Graham Manu, Shivanan Maraj,
Celine Massoum, Timothy Mathura, Michaelia Matthias,
Christopher McCarthy,
Matthew McCollin, Alario Mendoza, David Mercury, Joy May, Ronaldo Mills, Aziza Mohammed, Chelsea Mohammed, Christopher Mohammed, Dylan Mohammed. Sir, with first class honours, Fayaz Mohammed. Sir, with first class honours, Kenrick Mohammed, Omar Mohammed, Charlene Mohammed, Sophia Mohammed. Sir, with first class honours, Tariq Mohammed, Vishal Mohan, Videsh Mohit, Antonio Mulligan, Sean Mongru, Vereen Moore, Rajiv Musai, Gerald Marie, Mustafa Nakid, Akash Nandalal, Rajesh Nandlal, Trishana Nandu, Caleb Nangu. Sir, with first class honours, Danielle Nelson, Janelle Nicholson, Christoph Nurse, Joshua Olton, Priyana Udit, Darren Padmore, Anisha Parsan, Avisha Prasad. Sir, with first class honours, Ravina Prasad. Sir, with first class honours, Rishma Prasad, Vashisht Prasad, Mkama Peters,
Dianca Pilgrim.
Sir, with first class honours, Jodie Porter, Kezia Prescott, Amar Postam, Kavish Ragbir. Sir, with first class honours, Joshua Raghu, Amir Rahim. Sir, with first class honours, Jovan Rajman, Ravindra Ramdas. Sir, with first class honours, Zayan Ramdas, Amar Ramlal, Shane Ramnarayan Singh, Sarah Ramutar, Shivam Rampasad. Sir, with first class honours, Tyler Rampasad Singh, Akma Regis. Sir, with first class honours, Kamo Ramano, Rajiv Rupnarayan, Ashley Russell, Brian Sadal, Rehanna Salik, Charisma Samaru, Liana Samaru, Chaz Samlal, Troy Sammy. Sir, with first class honours, Stephen Senath, Ariadne Sibu, Sashri Siu,
Philip Simpson,
Kyle Simmons. Sir, with first class honours, Amir Singh, Nirmala Singh, Vinita Singh, Ranjiv Serju. Sir, with first class honours, Varun Sitram, Liam Smith, Ronnie Solomon. Sir, with first class honours, Sashal Solomon, Adidev Supnanan, Zachary Sumai. Sir, with first class honours, Mikkel Stout, Safraz Sain, Brandon Thackeray, Leah Thomas, Hassan Thompson. Sir, with first class honours, Jamali Tony, Tion Trinidad, Gerard Walcott, Yanni Walker, Terrell Warwick. Sir, with first class honours, Jonathan Weeks, Joshua Williams, Corel Wilson, Jonathan Wong. Sir, with first class honours, Shannon Woodruff, Karim Yard, Ron Yearwood.
I now call upon Mr. Suraj Peter Sakal, Bachelor of Laws with first class honours, to deliver the valedictory address.
Chancellor Mr. Robert Bermudez, Vice Chancellor Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, Chair Campus Council Ms. Sharon Christopher, Pro Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal Professor Brian Copeland, Honorary Graduates, University Executives and other members of staff, fellow graduates, distinguished guests, good afternoon. I spent a lot of time thinking about what to say, but I still haven't figured it out. So congratulations everyone. Keep it real. Out of all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, you're now officially unemployed. If I can quote my UWI experience in one line of a song, it would be, life are the greatest thing, and I hope yours was the same. Your years of being surrounded by friends, riveting experiences, and conquering an inhumane quantum of work have come to an end. We have all partied, limed, and studied our eyeballs off, spending the night in urban grounds, sharing licks playing all fours, big up the power, gallivanting through UWI daylight and under the moon in search of our doubles, joining that 50-foot KFC line, or smelling out the pie, man, or having technical difficulties during online classes, battling tight word limits for assignments and learning hundreds of cases with names they could never pronounce. How can we forget those 0.5% weekly exams or the irony that the faculty engineering always flood in, and realizing if you chose chem engineering because you like chemistry, you're in the wrong degree. All of these things made UWI what it was. Looking back, UWI has given us much. The friendships we have made, the adventures we have lived. There was no one great experience, they each form part of the whole. However, like all great things, it has come to an end. While you may still see your friends, they are no longer just a knock away. While you no longer have to go to ATM classes, you won't get to be absorbed by an excellent lecturer like Dr. Koo or Dr. Lala. While you won't have to sit any final exams, there will be no last tales to urban grounds. You have said goodbye to your apartments, goodbye to cup noodles and hair loss. Time's up, candidates. Close all booklets, put your pens down. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I'd like to say thank you to our friends, family, exceptional lecturers, tutors and staff who have gone above and beyond in ensuring our success and having our best interests at heart. We are all grateful for your unwavering support. Without it, we may not be where we are today. We have all achieved something momentous. We have worked hard and through our perseverance prevailed. Life is a funny thing. Whether you enter this university in the pursuance of a degree to make your life better or to further your qualifications, we have all attained more than we expected. We have sacrificed much. Some of you had nothing to stand on but your own two legs. One of my best friends came to this university with not a penny in his pocket and one quote in his mind: "Desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible." Napoleon Hill. He worked as a security guard from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. every day and often went without sleep, all in achieving his ambition. In the game of life, we are going to face a lot of difficulties, disappointment, and struggles. The sleepless nights and constant pressure will continue. I say to you, my fellow graduates, those years you have spent in pursuit of your education, those lessons you have learned, and those struggles you have overcome prove that you can do it. It's not always going to be roses and rainbows, but we will persevere. We have obtained more than a degree. We have learned much more than the contents of courses and how to study for an exam. We have learned about ourselves. We have learned what we are capable of, how hard we are willing to work, how far we are willing to go, how much we are willing to give, and ultimately, what we are made of. These things we have learned about ourselves in this journey may seem small now, but form the very foundation of our future. The question now is what comes after. What will you do now that you are finished? Whatever you may choose to do, my advice to you is simple. Go all the way. Be fearless in finding your purpose, in living your life, and in pursuit of your dreams. Atlas calls us all. Few hear his call, and fear bear the weight of the world. Live the best life you can live. Embrace all the new experiences to come, and apply all that you have learned here. I look forward to waking up to a world shaped by your ambition. But not like I know anything though. You do you. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you.
Sir, I now call on Professor Stephen Gift, Pro Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of high degrees of this university.
So, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate certificates, diplomas, and have been admitted to master's degrees, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called master's degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and certificates of this university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
Tanya Alexis, Rhea Bailey, Kerline Baptiste, Leslie Ann Brown, Stephen Camacho. Sir with distinction, Shani Carrington, Megan Doyle,
Shakari Gordon, Leah Hector, Althea Jones, Janelle Joseph. Sir, with distinction, Shireen Kanhaider Ali. Sir, with distinction, Melissa Manu, Sherlana Mattis, Kamika Peters, Gabrielle Ramnath, Risha Warren, Yolande Wilkinson,
Rishi Bihari, Kevin Ramke Henry, Anastasia Dionarainson, Miles Felix, Michael Rush. With distinction, Vincent Shanika, Anthony Martinez, Deron Ramlogan, Nalini Rupnarang, Niala Singh, Shireen Dean, Jonathan Gopal Singh, Nicole Raghunath, Melissa Prasad, Sarah Indalal, Faizan Ali. With distinction, Simone Lloyd, Nicole Waterman, Stefan Budu, Ryan Ojirali, Satish Ramuta. With distinction, Christopher Fernandez, Jean-Claude Prosper. With distinction, Giselle Best, Michael Bing, Zola Charles. With distinction, Rajiv Das, Stefan Fellman, Sharifa Francis. With distinction, Josanne Germain, Margaret Gopal Mohammed. With distinction, Kamalita Gordon, Chanela Lachman Ramesa. With distinction, Anika Oliver. With distinction, Dewey Sibaran, Danielle Smith. With distinction, Isaiah Williams, Isioma Ames, Jabari Kwashi, Von Joseph, Matthew McGill, Marco Carr, Oswald Lawrence.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Timothy Afonso.
Shari Ben Ojir, Portia Felix, Don Samuel. With high commendation, Craig Ramlal.
I now call on Mr. Jerry Medford, the UWI Alumni Association Trinidad and Tobago chapter, to join the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Thank you, Council Chair. Members of the graduating class of 2020, on behalf of the UWI Alumni Association Trinidad and Tobago chapter, I extend congratulations to you on your successful transition from matriculation to graduation. May you continue to make us all proud as you pursue your careers with pelican pride. And now, the Alumni Pledge. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater.
My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence
of the light rising from the west.
as I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region.
I will strive to ensure the UWI's place as a Caribbean icon.
The catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership.
It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations.
The University of the West Indies, first in our hearts and first in the region.
This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signalized the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2020.